You are live. You are live. I'm live. I'm live now. Let's deal with that right away. 2 years today. No smoking the herb. That's what I came to say. And I'm pretty low energy at the moment. Did some walking yesterday and the day yesterday, whatever it was, and that hurts after a minute. Hello. This is just, I'm not really like, I want a light off. Bad words. I know that's really dark. Alright, it's really dark now. I'm like not talkative, which is not a great idea to do a live when you're not really talkative. I will just say that I've got an app called Too Good To Go, and you can find the cafes and bakeries and places in your area, and then you go there at closing time or whatever time they tell you, between such and such, like between 4 and half 4, between 6 and half 6, and you pay something like £3 or £4 and you get whatever they have left over. So I got a bubble tea, a small one, pineapple bubble tea. I got one of these, like a soda drink, and a packet of Panda biscuits for £3. So that seemed like a really good thing. From Bubble, well, Too Good To Go. That's the one. I'm sorry. Right, that's a lot of background noise. I'm not very high energy right now at all. But I just wanted to say I did it. I've done 2 years, and it seemed like I really just went around the corner at the end there. Didn't really expect it. So today, just gone, was my 2-year anniversary. 2-year anniversary of getting my hair locked, but also 2-year anniversary of like last time I burnt ganja. I have my vaporizer. And that's how I was able to do it. Because when I used to burn ganja, I just would burn it until it was gone. And it's like a type of insanity. And it's just like, it's non-medicinal when it's set fire to. And so it's medicinal if it's cooked, it's medicinal if it's baked. It was a real pain up the backside. So I would sit and smoke until it was all gone. And then, I had like 6 months off of it, maybe longer than that, actually. And it's just then if it was there, I couldn't help myself. I was burning it at some point. Even if I said no initially, then I'll burn it. And like I said, it's like a type of insanity. It petrifies your spirit. No one is happy that's doing that in the first place. I think the education system is to blame, because people need to catch up to the idea that you can vaporize weed, which is like toasting it. I'm looking for my grinds. Here. This is a product that's left over. So it's toasted, and there's no secondhand smoke, so you can potentially do it around other people. They wouldn't even notice that you were using marijuana. So-called marijuana, cannabis. And it's just a lot gentler on the brain and everything. And so quantity wise, like I said, if I had weed, I would just burn it till it was all gone. And but with the vape, like, I'm not even doing 7 grams a month. So and I'm making oil. All right, so I just wanted to check in because it seemed like really pertinent to say that. I had a lot of problems a few years ago with smoking cannabis, and I hadn't set fire to it for like over 10 years before that point. It is necessary to have a prescription to use cannabis. You can go to a medical herbalist and discuss with them your needs. it is addictive. So, especially when it's set fire to. So for that reason, it needs to be used with some respect and some caution. And some of the weed that I buy, my prescription is from a medical herbalist, but I don't purchase cannabis through the dispensaries, the private dispensaries in the UK, because they're really expensive. And like I said, my prescription is from a herbalist. It's not from a GP or anybody, because they can't agree on things. So because they have friends in the industry, so they have to protect people that have made mistakes in the past or that work in the next office along, such as a psychiatrist. So that, anyways, transcendentally, all that good stuff. What was happening here? What was I saying? Something. You need to have caution with it. It's an addictive substance. Don't fuck around with it. I've thrown weed away that I've bought outside because you just don't even know what's being sprayed on this stuff. I think your source is really important. I've had to throw marijuana away that made me extremely anxious, and I don't get anxious from weed. So even with the vaporizer, I'm quite circumspective. No, I'm not. I don't know what I am. Try to be reflective of what I'm putting into my body sometimes. I've been smoking tobacco since I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's miserable in itself. But look, cheers to not burning marijuana. This is not a party. Like, I did have a cake, but I just wanted to say hi. So, well, I'm lucky, aren't I? I'm lucky that I got dry herb vaporizer, and then I was able to have an alternative to setting fire to it. And this, I can see the battery's going to run out. So this is all. Bro, how is everybody? Camilla Henderson said hi. Moshia Avila Mix said hi. Yeah, my battery's gone. So, you know, like the last day that I burnt cannabis, well, it was more like the next day, actually. I waited till the next day when I was sort of out my system, and I got up and I did my ablutions and read some Quran, actually. And I just felt like I had to pick up my life one day at a time. I know it sounds really dramatic, but it's that's how I felt. I felt like my life was in rubble around me. So then it's just one day at a time. How is everybody? My hair's fluffy, isn't it? I've got my undercut on. I think it's nice to be able to get an addiction under control and still be able to use that drug medicinally. That's really unusual. I just don't have any temptation at all with the burning it, or in any ways using a vape similar to burning it. It's not the same thing. I wish I could grow it from home so I could use it fresh. I would be juicing the flowers and the leaves. That's probably the best way to use cannabis. Non-psychoactive, non-addictive, that's medicine. So, and they're nice to have around as well when they're like growing in your room. They're really nice to have in a room with you. Really nice. It's living medicine. It's nothing like the enunciation of allopathic. What's it called again? Petroleum-based medicine. All that nonsense. They bought out You know, these well-to-do doctors use homeopaths and they use herbalists. All the wealthy do. We, on the poor end of things, have to start saying no to this nonsense of SSRIs. And even when the NHS is doing like gender reassignment, I don't think they even know what they're doing there. Like, just a nonsense, a complete nonsense. Say no to the NHS, quite honestly. This is just Hobson's choice, isn't it? I think the NHS is now just basically mental health services anyway. And I'm shocked and saddened that people are still like queuing up to get their SSRIs for the first time or put their kids into the system. And then I realise, well, if you're labelled insane and then you're treated forcibly enough times, no one's going to listen to that person warning you against drugs and psychiatric treatment. So, you learn the hard way. I had to take those drugs on pain of incarceration. I had to agree with the doctor in order to be let home. It's a massive industry of oppression and lies, frankly. Wake up. I'm not advocating using cannabis instead of this, my personal thing. I have a prescription. But see a herbalist over a GP any day. Like, no contest. Your GP is seeing a herbalist, probably. A homeopath. And then this is why, like, all the rehabs lost their funding in 2008. It's because they don't work. And the reason they don't work is because they don't do anything for people's nutrition once they've got them off of alcohol and everything. Where's the fish oil? Where are the B vitamin injections? They don't even bother. You've got to find the underlying cause of disease. And just getting somebody off of drugs is not actually even getting anywhere close to finding out what the cause of the malady. Yes, you need to be abstinent, but then what? And people relapse when they don't do things like take fish fat after being alcoholics, or sort their B vitamins out, find out if they're able to tolerate folic acid or not. Avoid it if not. Avoid it anyway. It's not even on the label of half of things, but they're just taking us on a ride with the NHS. Like, it's, you know, the people that like celebrate it, half of them don't have to use it half the time. And then, or someone had an accident and got put back together in A&E, great, but that's not healthcare. Antidepressant drugs, like that's not even a real thing. Like, people go through episodes of depression if it hasn't got a physical foundation, which it will have some component of, but if it's not your thyroid, people go through it and come out the other side. And I'm not saying go it alone at all, but that's not recovery. Just get the right help. Get some other fucking help, man. And yeah, there's people out there that will take your money and do absolutely diddly squat and see you week after week. So yeah, do your research. Homeopaths and herbalists. It's basically where you want to go. So, who the fuck is this? You are too wrapped up in you. You need to let others in at some point. Yeah. Are you looking for a flatmate, or who is this person? Hide user on this channel. I do not know who you are. And you are like far too involved in my life by those comments. Peace, people. I hope I've said enough to spike your interest in looking after your dear selves with the correct help. Do you have the money for that kind of thing? I don't. Not a great deal. I buy some shake, which is like cannabis, loose cannabis, not the buds, okay? It's cheaper. And I cook it into oil and I put it on my body. And I didn't have that for 6 weeks. And I was like, there's a big problem. So that's an option, but it's like, there are other herbs. You know that. It's all behind a This is not. You can subscribe for free. You can turn the bell on or off. But if I reach 1,000 subscribers and they offer me monetization, I'm not doing it. I don't want adverts, all right? And I'm not doing a great deal here anymore. None of your business if I'm selling my apartment or not, mate, or if I'm looking. Are you looking for a flat, mate? No. No. No, because it's like I've give up my home now. Would you like to come and live with me? It's you have to pay me a lot of money for it to be worth it. And I like my own space. Like this is my space, bro. But if I had a lodger, I could pay for the surgery that I need in installments. More likely to sell. All right, if you're fishing for information. And as well, because I've got that. So, you know, so that's the problem. So anyway, all right, people, have a nice evening and stuff like that. All right, it's just very chilled. Happy birthday, me, or something. I'm 2 now. 2 years. 2 years into not burning cannabis. Couldn't have done it without a vaporizer. I'm so grateful. But if I had to choose now between oil and vape, oil. Oil can go in my coffee. Oil can go on my body. It seems to work really, really, really well. It builds up during the day. It's good stuff. And what are they doing at the medicinal place? They're not employing any herbalists to help you with which strain of cannabis you should be getting. They just seem to throw really like high potency strains at everybody. And how come they're allowed to grow it? I'm a criminal if I grow it. But I threw some weed away. Like I said, threw some weed away. You don't know what they're spraying on it. And there are other herbs are available. And that's my time, guys, because I said I was going. Thank you for being here. And yeah.